Hi friends, this is Jagannath Acharya, your tuition master. Friends, in this video, I am going to make you learn how to calculate the squares from 30 to 130 in mind, and the two within 5 to 10 seconds, my dear friends. A super fast technique to calculate the squares from 30 to 130. But here there is a condition. You should know the squares from 1 to 30. If you know the squares from 1 to 30, then it is very easy to calculate the squares from 30 to 130 within 5 to 10 seconds using this technique. So, are you ready, my dear friends? Okay, let us start. First, I will tell you the basic procedure. For calculating the squares from 70 to 130, initially I will explain you how to calculate the squares from 70 to 130. Later, I will explain you from 30 to 70. Okay, now see here. When you are calculating the squares from 70 to 130, okay, the base number we are going to take is 100. That means, whatever be the square number we are going to calculate, I am going to compare with 100. Whether it is more than 100 or less than 100 and how much. So that one we are going to check. Okay, and at the same time, my answer, okay, should consist of two parts. The right side part and the left side part. My answer is going to have two parts, right side part and left side part. And remember, my right side part of the answer should always be in the 2-digit format. It should not be more than 2 digits. It should not be less than 2 digits. Okay? Suppose if it is less than 2 digits, what we are going to do? Simply, we are going to add a 0 before the digit. And if at all the number is having more than 2 digits, right, then what we are going to do? Then simply we are going to carry forward the third highest place value to the next left side part. So that's what we are going to do if at all they are not the 2-digit format. So is it clear? Once we start doing, then it will be easily understandable for you. So let us enter into the technique. Now see here. I want to calculate 96 square. So first step, compare the given square number with the base number. 96 is closer to which base number? 100. So we have to compare this 96 with 100. Okay. So when you compare 96 with 100, is it more than 100 or less than 100? Exactly. It is less than 100. That's why I'm putting minus. And how much less? Less, but how much less? 4 less. Okay. Now, you tell me how much less that number square. What is 4 square? 16. Remember, how much less that number square will be always my right side part of the answer. So what is 4 square? 16. That is my right side part of the answer. As we already discussed, it should be of 2-digit format. So here we got 2 digits. So right side part is finished. Now come to the left side part. To get the left side part, we have to subtract how much less from the main number. So how much less it is? When you compare with 100, 4 less. So that 4 should be subtracted from the actual number. So 96 minus 4. How much? 92. So my left side part of the answer is 92. So finally my answer is 9260. As simple as possible, as fast as possible, my dear friends. So let us do one more example. Now coming to 92. So compare 92 with 100. How much less it is? 8. So it is 8 less. How much less? And remember, my answer consists of always two parts, right side part, left side part. So always my right side part of the answer is nothing but the how much less that number square. So what is 8 square here? 64. So 92 minus 8, how much? 44. Okay, so 84. So 8464 will be my answer. Just like that, within 2 steps you are going to get the answer. Okay, now similarly 87 and 76. You can give a pause on the video. You can calculate the squares and you can come and cross check the answers also here. Okay, right. See here, 87. How much less? 13 less. 13 square, 169. So 1 is the carry. As I told you, if at all we are getting more than 2 digits, we have to carry forward the highest place value. So in 169, 30 square is 169. I kept 69 like that only and carried 1 to the left side. Now, what is 87 minus 13? 74. And there is a carry. When there is a carry, you have to add the carry and drop the left side part of the answer. So 74, 87 minus 13 is 74, plus 1, 75. So my answer is 7569. Don't forget to add the carry if at all carry is there. Okay, next. 76 square. So this one I am going to do it as fast as possible. Just observe the speed. So 76 is 24 less. So 24 square is 576. 5 will be the carry. 76 minus 24. How much? 52. 52 plus 5, 57. So my answer is 5776. Within 5 seconds I completed the square. Like that you can able to calculate. Okay, one more example. If I want to calculate 98 square. So how much less it is? It is 2 less. So 2 square equal to 4. But as I told you, my right side should consist of 2 digits. Yes or no? So it should not be simply 4. We have to make it 2 digits by putting a 0 before the number. So 98 minus 2 is 96. That is my left side part. Finally, my answer is 9604. So like this, we can able to calculate the squares which are less than 100. Now we will check when it is more than 100. Okay, that means if the square numbers we have to calculate, if they are above the base number, what to do? Simply, if it is below the base number, we have subtracted here. If it is above the base number, we will add there. As simple as possible. Okay, so ready my dear friends? 103, how much more it is? Same, the process, everything is same here. Okay, so same left side part, right side part will be there. Okay, there, what we did, how much less, that number square will be my left side part of the answer. Here, how much more, that will be my left side part of the answer. Okay, my dear friends. Now, 103 square. So it is 3 more. So what is 3 square? 9. But the right side part should be 2 digits. So I am making it 2 digits by putting a 0 before the digit. It is 0, 9. Now you tell me 103 plus 3. How much? 106. That's it. If it is plus, we will add it. If it is minus, we will subtract. Okay, simply within a step. Now I am going to do little fast. So please try to calculate. Please try to follow. So 108, it is 8 more than 100. 8 square is 64. So right side part is done. 108 plus 8, 116. That's it. 108 square we calculated within 3 to 5 seconds. That's how, okay, we are going to do this, calculate the squares this much fast. Okay, so ready my dear friends? One more, 114. So it is plus 14 square. 14 square is 196, means 1 should be carried because it is more than 2 digits. Now 114 plus 14, 128 plus 1 is carried, 129. I repeat, 114 is how much more than 100? 14 more. That's why, since it is more, I am putting plus. And how much more? 114 is 14 more than 100. So 14. How much more? That number square will be my right side part of the answer. So 14 square is 196. But I kept only 96 and carried the 100th place to the left side part of the answer. Now my left side part of the answer, okay, will be the sum of these two numbers. 114 plus 14. How much? 128. 128 plus 1. Carry is there. You should not forget the carry. 128 plus 1. 129. So what is the total answer? 12,996. That's it. Now 123 square. This one I am going to do it fast just like that. Okay, you also try. So 123. So 23 square is 529. So 5 will be the carry. 123 plus 23. 146 plus 5. 151. That's it. 123 square I calculated within 3 to 5 seconds. That much fast you can able to calculate, my dear friends. Just practice the technique. Okay. By the way, you have to learn the squares from 1 to 30. Friends, you already know the squares from 1 to 10. So the rest of the squares you have to learn. It's not a big deal. Okay. So now we will see how to calculate the squares from 30 to 70. We already done with 70 to 130. Now we are going to learn how to calculate the squares from 30 to 70 within 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. So let's move on. Friends, let's move on to the how to calculate the squares from 30 to 70. And if you check 30 to 70, the numbers are nearer to 50. So that's why we are going to take the base as 50 here. That means whatever be the numbers we are going to calculate the squares between 30 to 70, we have to check with the 50. Whether it is more than 50 or less than 50. If it is more, how much more? If it is less, how much less? Like that. Okay. So the entire procedure is same for the right side part of the answer. But for the left side part, we are going to do a small change. We are going to add one small step. Okay. So apart from that, everything is same, my dear friends. So let us start. So first I am going to calculate 47 square. Okay, so let us take 46 square. 46. Now you tell me 46 is less than 50 or more than 50? It is less than 50. That's why I'm putting minus. How much less? 4. So it is less than 50 and how much less? 4. So as I told you, the procedure is same. Okay. So my right side part of the answer will be how much less that number square. So how much less it is? 4. 4 square is how much? 16. So that is my right side part of the answer. So right side part is done. Now to get the left side part, do the same. 46 minus 4. When it is subtraction, we will do the subtraction. What is 46 minus 4? 42. So 42, whatever be the answer you are going to get, we are going to add one more step to it. Whatever be the answer you got after subtraction, you have to make it a half. That means you have to divide that answer by 2. 46 minus 4 is 42. So 42 should be divided by 2. So when you divide 42 with 2, you will get 21. So my answer is 2116. That's simple. So remember, my dear friends, how you got this 21, right? You got 21 by subtracting 46 minus 4, okay, 42, and again making it half. So that's how you got this step, left side part of the answer. This is the only step we are going to add, okay. Now one more example. Suppose I want to calculate, say, some 42 square. Okay, now you tell me 42 is how much less? 8 less. So 8 square is 64. That is my right side part. 42 minus 8 is 34. 34, make it a half, 17. Okay, so my answer is 1764. That's it. Once again, 8 square is 64. 42 minus 8, that means my right side part I got it. And left side part, how will you get? 42 minus 8 is 34. Make 34 half, that is 34 divided by 2, 17. That's it. That is my left side part of the answer. Once again, I am writing here how we got 17. 42 minus 8 by 2. First we do subtraction, then we will divide it by 2. As simple as like that. Okay, so let us go a little fast. Okay, now see here, I am going to calculate 37 square. Fast. 37 is 13 less than 100. So 13 less than 50. So what is 13 square? 169. But I will put only 69 since my right side part should consist only 2 digits and 1 will be the carry. 37 minus 13, 24. 24 should make it half, that is divided by 2, 12. 24 by 2 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. And remember, my dear friends, after making half, then only you have to add the carry. Okay, so before you should not add the carry. Remember the point. Okay. Now, one more example. I want to calculate 64 square. So fast. 64 is how much more than 50? Yes, this time it is more. That's why I am putting plus. So how much more? 14. So 14 square is my right side part of the answer. 14 square is 196. So 1 will be the carry. 64 plus 14, 78. 78 by 2, 39. So 39 plus 1 carry, 40. That's it. I want to calculate, say, some 56 square. So 56, come on fast. So how much more? 6. 6 square is 36. My right side part, 56 plus 6, 62 by 2, 31. So 3136 is the answer. One more example. Okay, I want to calculate 34 square. How much less? So it is 16 less. So 16 square is 256, 2 carry, 34 minus 16. Okay, how much? 18. 18 by 2, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. So 1156. So like this, any squares from 30 to 130 you can do within 5 to 10 seconds. If you practice as much as possible, then you can do within 3 to 5 seconds. So my dear friends, practice this technique. This technique is very, very useful for the students, not only for the school students but also for the students who are preparing for the competitive exams, especially the bank exams, SSC, all these competitive exams, okay, in any aptitude test. So my dear friends, by the way, this is a technique taken from the Vedic maths. So slowly I am introducing the Vedic maths techniques also for you. Okay, so in the next video, I am going to tell you a general method how to eat. Okay, there is no condition to learn 30 squares in that method. So what kind of the technique? So we are going to see in the next video. Until then, take care, bye bye, have a good day. Friends, if you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.